Figured I'd catch this real quick before I leave. It is negative 0.6. It just warmed up a little bit. So I'm just going to call it -1 because it's usually colder up where the old truck is anyways. So I'm going to scoot up there. It takes about 10 minutes to drive up. And we're finally going to do that 0-degree cold start on the old Ford. Alright, so here we are. I let this thing run for like 5 minutes and it literally just went to 210 where it normally rides like a minute ago. I guess I should have let her warm up longer, obviously. So my phone shows and over 1 degree. But from my experience, my phone's usually wrong and it's colder up here. There's usually if we get snow, we'll get like 6 inches at the house and get like 8 inches up here. So I'm just gonna call it 0 because it said negative 0.6 at the house. It's probably still like negative something up here, but anyways, close enough. We're gonna call it a 0-degree cold start. I brought the old Chevy, even though I hate Chevys. I figured a lot of people on the nets would think it would be better to give it a boost with the Chevy if I had to, rather than give it a boost with the Toyota. So now I gotta take my key off the ring because I'll probably need to leave this truck running. I'll start this bad Larry back up and leave the heat on, and then I guess I'll go clean that off a little bit first. Bunch of snow down the intake. Alright, now that we've knocked a pile of snow down the intake, let's see if she'll even crank. Ugh. Getting in from this side because my outside door handle's busted and I have to take my coat off to stick my arm through that window to open it. And yeah, it's kind of cold to take my coat off. I don't know what the wind chill is. Blowing pretty decent. It's gonna be at least like a 10-mile-an-hour wind. And now it always loses its prime, but we'll try to pump it a few times anyway. Wowza. Just gotta give the heck out of her. Hopefully she got her prime back. Come on, baby. Heck yeah. 0 degrees with the wind blowing. I'm gonna look up what the wind chill is. She didn't even need a boost. See if it'll idle. Oh, heck yeah. That's awesome. We'll probably die if I let the clutch out though, so we'll just hold this for a minute. Bogs are right down just from the transmission being so cold. Come on, baby. I don't want to rev it too hard. Well, she'll idle, but I ain't gonna be able to let that clutch out. Gotta pretend I'm driving it here. There. I think she's a runner now. Well then, I thought we had a runner. Stuck the transfer case in neutral. Now she's a lot happier at idle. That's how you can warm up the transmission in one of these things. She won't go into gear now. But if you get her into gear with that in neutral, then it'll spin the transmission around and warm up your transmission. Now you can go back inside, make your coffee. When you come back out, everything will be somewhat warm. Well, that was pretty uneventful. I hope this wind noise ain't too bad right now. You can see it wiggling the trees a little bit. I'm gonna look up the wind chill. My guess is around probably negative 8, maybe wind chill, maybe 10, but I doubt it's colder than that. But 0 degrees with a little wind chill. The old girl started right up. She hasn't run in, I don't know, like 3 weeks since whenever I made that last video. Them are the only 2 times I've started it since November. But she started right up. Didn't even need a boost from the old GMC, which is good. Freaking hate that thing. But yeah, got a good old girl. Snow all over it. But that'll be how I know when it gets warm, when all that snow melts off. Good old battery. She did a good job. So I said how I might do a cold start on the old bucket loader. That is MIA right now. It's I'm not actually 100% sure what's wrong with it. I ain't looked at it yet, but it won't start. And then this thing, well, that's my grandfather's too, but this thing, I'm not just gonna make videos on this thing, kill the batteries for no reason. If I owned it, I would, but she just ain't worth freaking. Oh, maybe we can schneef her to life. I don't know if I could by myself though. That's the problem with this thing is you gotta spray the ether up in there, and then you gotta be over here to start it up. I wouldn't dare try it this cold. I wouldn't want to kill my grandfather's batteries and shit anyways on him just to make a stupid video. At least with this thing, if I kill the battery or blow out the starter or whatever, it's my own truck. So I'm not sure what else I have for you, but it is effing cold out here. There's your 0 degree plus cold start. My guess is about -8 with this wind chill. So there you go. I don't know, this winter's been pretty lousy. We got like January 1st amount of snow. We've barely had any cold. So I don't know if I'll be able to get a cold start any colder than this. And we had a day the other morning, it was -3 or 4 when I went out and started up the sled, but to get the time to come up here and mess around, it's always kind of a pain. I'm usually always busy. But there you go, we're gonna call that with wind chill a -8 degree cold start on the old Ford. So thank you so much. Like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you would like to see. And yeah, we're gonna let this beast run for about 10 minutes to charge everything back up, and I'm going heck home where it's warm. Have a good one.